You know that feeling when you've been climbing a mountain for years, and just when you reach the top, someone kicks you right back down? Yeah, that was me. My name's Kyle, marketing manager at one of the biggest sportswear companies in the country. And for 2 straight years, I gave that job everything. Late nights, weekends, missed birthdays, all for one reason: to finally earn a seat at that big table upstairs, the director's table, the one where people actually make decisions. When I first joined, I was nobody, a junior ad representative sitting in the corner watching others get the credit. But over time, I learned every trick in the book: market analytics, brand psychology, even how to read the CEO's face when he pretended to listen. And when they handed me the new Run the Future campaign, the biggest project of the year, I knew this was my shot. I had led that team like my life depended on it. Every ad idea, every slogan, every social post, I lived and breathed that campaign. And it worked. Sales exploded. Our brand went viral again for the first time in years. Even our competitors started copying us. That's when the whispers started going around the office. Hey, Kyle's up next for a promotion. He basically saved the company image. Every time I heard it, I tried not to smile. But inside, I was already rehearsing how I'd thank everyone when the announcement came. Then came that day, the board meeting. The air in that room was thick with fake smiles. Our CEO, Roman, a tall, charming guy with a perfect smile and zero empathy, stood at the front, holding a glass of water. He started his speech. "Roman, this year has been incredible for us. Thanks to all of you, we broke every target we set. Especially thanks to our marketing team." He looked right at me. My heart pounded. This is it, I thought. This is the moment. Roman. And of course, a huge thank you to Kyle, whose dedication and vision carried the project from start to finish. I could feel everyone's eyes on me. Some were smiling genuinely. Others were already jealous. Roman smiled wider. Roman. But today I want to recognize someone whose effort might not have been the biggest, but whose passion was unmatched. Wait. What? He turned to my left, to Jake. Jake, Roman's nephew. A guy who spent most of the project trying to flirt with interns and pretending to supervise. He couldn't tell a conversion metric from a coffee filter. Roman. Jake, you've really shown spirit and energy that this company needs, which is why, as of today, I'm promoting you to lead the marketing division. The room clapped. Well, half of it did. The other half just stared, confused. I sat there frozen. Every cell in my body burned. I didn't even hear the rest of the applause, just the sound of my own heart hammering in my ears. I walked up to Roman, calmly, or at least I tried to. Kyle, Roman, can I ask you something? What exactly did Jake do that earned him this promotion? Roman, smiling. Kyle, it's not always about results. It's about energy, potential. You've got to understand, leadership is a family here. I almost laughed. Family. Yeah, the kind that stabs you with a smile. That night, I didn't go home. I stayed in the office, staring at the glowing screen in the dark. Every file, every chart, every design, my work. All the weekends I sacrificed, the ideas I fought for, the mistakes I fixed quietly so others wouldn't look bad. And for what? So Roman could make his nephew feel special? The next morning, I walked into his office. No plan, no filter, just truth. Kyle, you know what, Roman? You can keep your so-called family. You can keep your fake leadership. But I'm done being your silent workhorse. He didn't say a word. Just watched me with that smug CEO half smile. Kyle, you built your success on people like me. People you'll never respect because we don't share your last name. But I'll tell you one thing. I'd rather start from zero than stay another day in this circus. I threw my ID badge on his desk. Kyle, I quit. As I turned to leave, one of the board members, an older man I'd barely spoken to before, chuckled. A soft, genuine laugh. Board member, you know Kyle, that took guts. And I like guts. I stopped at the door. He leaned forward. Board member, I've been watching this project closely. Everyone in this room knows you're the real reason it succeeded. How'd you like to work for a company that actually values that? I blinked. Was he serious? Kyle, you're offering me a job? Board member, a position, higher pay, more freedom. and bosses who don't share DNA with interns. Roman's smile finally cracked, and just like that, I walked out. No plan, no fear, just this strange calm, the kind that only comes after you've lost everything you thought mattered. A week later, I started at my new job. The board member, his name was Marcus, kept his word. He made me head of marketing, my own office, my own team, my own rules. But here's the funny part. I didn't feel like I'd won. Not at first. I felt lighter, free, like I'd finally stopped begging for approval from people who never saw me as more than a tool. Sometimes, life doesn't reward you where you expect it to. Sometimes, the people you think will help you climb are the ones holding your ladder still. And sometimes, losing what you thought you wanted is the only way to find what you truly deserve. So if you ever feel unseen, underpaid, unappreciated, remember this: your worth isn't determined by the people who fail to see it. It's determined by what you do when they don't. I'm Kyle. And that was my insane job jam.